Discover the untapped secrets of print-on-demand niche research for 2024. Now, my goal with this video is to help you understand how to make sales with these print-on-demand platforms. And this can be for a beginner or someone that's already in print-on-demand and just struggling to make sales. And give you a quick introduction of who I am and what I do. This right here is my Amazon merch on demand. This is like print on demand too as well. I've sold over 100,000 products all time, from t-shirts to pop sockets to tote bags to pillows. I've made over $345,000 all time with just in the US. Everything all together is definitely over 350,000. You can see the revenue right there. It's 1.8 million with that and everything, but the royalties, like the actual profit is that. Okay, and then if you come down, the breakdown of all the products I've sold, mainly standard t-shirts myself. And then if you come down right here, you're gonna see I have one t-shirt design that's made close to $30,000. Okay, so this t-shirt went viral. One month it made like close to $8,000, and which is really cool. Everything else pretty much just all adds up, right? Over time, over the years of doing it, I've been doing it for 7 years full time and been selling online for 10 years. But this just adds up. Okay, the bigger picture of it's been continuously making sales every single month, and where it turns into a full-time income, and it pays for like the cost of living, right? So, and then everything else I do, just the cherry on top, and providing content and value for people is turning into something big for me too as well. Now, what is print on demand? So for example, let's say a customer comes over here on Etsy.com or any online website, right? They make this purchase right here. Let's say they make a purchase of a t-shirt. What it is when they make a purchase of a t-shirt, you're gonna be using a print provider like Gelato print on demand, okay? And when that order comes in from Etsy.com, it comes over into Gelato print on demand. The customer pays for it, right? And then you use your money to pay for the product, right? Which you get it at like, a discounted price. And then they print and ship the product to the customer for you. Once all that goes through, they get the product, they're happy. And at the same time, I can't express this enough. You want to make sure that you're in communication with your customer. And this applies if you're selling on Etsy, and this applies if you're selling on Amazon, if this applies to selling on your own website. Okay, if a customer is asking you a question, you make sure that you're in communication with them and you're on top of it. This is going to help with your return rate, and this is going to help with you with that recurring customer, which in return will help you make more sales in the long run. And also too, with Gelato print on demand, if you come over here, you can click on start selling, and they go into detail about pretty much everything that they do, right? The integrations, right? They have Etsy, they have Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, Squarespace, or BigCommerce. Now, this all depends on you as an individual and what you want to do. Okay, if you want to sell on Etsy or if you want to create your own website. Me personally, I'm in the process of creating a new brand right now and driving traffic to my own products. Okay, so I'm going to be leveraging social media, and the main focus is YouTube, and I'm going to be driving traffic over to like what depends on what I want to sell, right? If I want to sell like a t-shirt or a hat, I'll probably be selling t-shirts and hats at the moment, and just creating designs around that. Okay, what the people want, what my audience wants, or anything that I'm saying that's funny in my videos, or any catchy phrases that I want to use, or just have my own logo, right, on my t-shirt, and people want to buy it because I'm helping them make money. So keep that in mind. It all depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. But you're using a print provider like Gelato to help you print and ship the products to your customers so you don't hold no inventory. Now, you want to keep in mind, you want to focus on like evergreen type products. There's evergreen niches, there's evergreen products. And what do I mean by that? I think it's just something that doesn't go out of style. Okay, so if you're creating a design for a phone case, let's say for, I'm not really sure what iPhone or Galaxy phone we're on, like, these phones, they seem to update, or a new model comes out every single year, right? Or every 2 years, whatever it is. Okay. And then all of a sudden you have to actually create the design for the next one. What I mean by that is just focusing more like on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, anything like that. Okay. Coffee mug. So those are more like evergreen products. Okay. And they sell all year long. Sweatshirt. Yeah. Sweatshirts, hoodies, wall art. Wall art's pretty cool too. Because it's just like, there's a lot that can be done there, and it's a real cool. So for the most part, right, pretty much almost everything when it comes to print on demand is like evergreen, except for, anything that's changing as far as like phone cases and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure there are a few more that are out there that, that are just changing. But me personally, I like t-shirts. I like hats. That's my thing, right? Come over here, look at this. One thing is I like over here is just like so many different brand shirts. So let's click on a one t-shirt, for example, right? Gildan 5,000, Gildan 64,000 right here, right? And then we come down, Bella Canvas 3001, right? And then we have a few more different brands, but you can see that there's a ton of different brands of shirts that you can actually put a design on. And like, so for this one, for example, you can see it has a ton of colors. And if I click on this, look at all these different colors that they offer, right? Now, it's not saying to offer all those colors. It's more like, okay, pick your 5 top favorite colors, or your top 3, or your 2 colors, or just if you want to just offer it on one, you can do so. Pretty simple. And then it's a cool thing too as well. Let's say if I click on a dark gray, I'm gonna click on, let's say 2X, and I'm gonna hit start designing. And then everything back here too, it makes it so much simpler too. So if you don't get overwhelmed, like, oh wow, I'm gonna have to do this and do this. It's so user friendly back here. And that's a cool thing too. Let me just go over this real fast. Let's say I wanted to add a design right here, dog mom, right? Look at, I can actually scale this or scale it down. You make sure you want to have it inside of that little square box, right? The little template right there. You want to actually have it inside there. So, and then you can, as you move it around, you see, and it's like kind of just latching on. So there's a lot that can be done. There's text, there's shapes, there's different graphics are in here already. Okay. So you can use any of these different graphics that they have in here. So pretty simple to do. And then, obviously there's more to it than this. You would have to push it either to your Shopify store, which is really easy. Shopify store, your own website, or even push it over to Etsy. And obviously I recommend on Etsy, if you're going to be doing something like this, create the listing on Etsy so you can actually get the whole process down and tags and the keywords, all that stuff. So it's very, very important that you understand that when it comes to any of these platforms. Remember, if it's a search-based platform and people are searching for a product to buy, you want to understand that keywords are very important. Keywords and tags are very important when it comes to that. Now, if you're unaware of what Gelato print on demand is, it's a print on demand service. Okay, what they're going to do is take care of the inventory. They're going to take care of the shipping of the product, and you're going to be paying for that, but you're going to be charging your customer X amount. So you're going to be in the middle, and you're going to take that profit from that product, right? When the customer comes in, let's say they're paying $25 for a t-shirt, you're paying $13 over here with shipping, or $14 with shipping for a t-shirt to that customer, and you take that profit, right? And that's the main goal. And the one thing is like they're doing this part, you're not focusing on this part. You're focusing more on the marketing, you're focusing more on the customer service side of things. And obviously you just want to make sure that the product gets to the customer on time. And one thing is, this is important when it comes to the communication. Okay, you want to make sure that your customer gets your product on time. Okay, so if they have a certain event and you're like, okay, can you get this product to me by this time? And you're like, yes, and then the product doesn't get to the customer by that time, they're going to be pissed off, right? So you got to make sure that you're in communication with the customer and understand, okay, here's your tracking information, this is all this, and this is when it's going to get there and stuff like that, to make sure that the customer gets the product on time. And Gelato will provide all that information for you. It'll tell you that's being printed, when it's being shipped. They'll provide the tracking information so you can, obviously, the customer can see it on their end. So for example, I placed 4 orders recently, right? And they're going to be here, and you can see they kind of get an idea. Some of them are coming tomorrow, and then some of them are coming Saturday, Sunday. Just to give you an idea, you can see the fulfillment part right here. It says in transit, right? That means like the product's on the way. So let's go ahead and let's click on the most expensive one. So there, I have 2 t-shirts on the way, right? If I come down here, I'm going to click on the tracking. It's saying it's being delivered right here between the 3rd and the 5th, right? And it's going to give you an estimation, but if you click on the actual tracking, it's going to take you into the USPS website, right? The mail delivery service, and it's going to be here on Monday, the 4th. That's obviously the legit one, and I would come over here and just make sure that all that stuff's there. I have one coming tomorrow, one t-shirt coming tomorrow, and just to give you guys an insight too, I will be doing reviews on all of these products that are coming, so you can get an idea of what the t-shirt looks like. And this is, this is how it is. This is the size, and this is how it is after the first wash. So make sure you're paying attention to my channel. Make sure you give me a follow, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you're getting any value out of it. And I'm going to be doing an in-depth review on those products to show you, give you an idea of the print and stuff, all that, cover it all. Now, if you're unaware of what Etsy.com is, Etsy is basically, it's a marketplace, right? Where customers are on there buying stuff. I'm pretty sure you've seen it on TV or just over the years, it's been around for a while. It's a marketplace. So a customer has to come in over here. So when they click on the search bar, right? Click on the search bar and they type in anything, let's say like Mother's Day, right? And they type gift or anything like that. You're going to see there's a few different things that pop up. So let's click on sweatshirt, for example. And your goal is when the customer types in Mother's Day sweatshirt, you want to pop up here, okay? If you pop up here and you have a design that the customer likes, right? They are going to make that purchase, right? And this is important because The goal is to give the customer what they want. When a customer makes, like I said, makes a search, you want to give them what they want. That makes it so much easier for you to make a sale. All right. It's obviously easier said than done because you have to have a little bit of understanding of what that customer wants. What is this customer like? Like what's trending right now? What's that font? What's the style? What's the product that's making a sale when a customer types in Mother's Day sweatshirt, right? What is it, right? And it's obviously telling you right here, there's a popular, this is the cool thing about Etsy that I like too. Popular now, bestseller, popular now. It's like telling you the information, popular now, popular now. These are actual listings. These are actual products that are selling, and Etsy saying like, hey, this product is popular right now. Okay, it's a bestseller. People are buying this. This is what it is, and this is what's trending right now for Mother's Day. And literally, you could just take that same concept and the same idea, and the algorithm and the platform is sharing with you, and you can apply it to pretty much anything. You just have to have an understanding of it, right? There's a lot that can be done here. There's a lot of good research that can be done on Etsy and just get an idea. One thing I do recommend is do not copy other people's work on here. The thing is to get inspiration, get ideas of what's selling, and then you want to create your own. Okay, try to be different. Okay, so if you do it that way, you make more sales, right? And it's more of a long-term type of play, right? And obviously, their idea too, it's like, where did they get it from? Like that, it goes hand in hand. But if you just be different and unique, right, and just try to create your own lane, you'll make more sales for yourself and make more money. Now, if you're over here on Shopify, it's a little bit more different. Okay, there's Shopify, there's Wix. Shopify is more of a build your own brand, build your own audience, do your own marketing type of idea. So it's a little bit more challenging. Shopify, you're in control of your own stuff. Like if Etsy doesn't like something that on the platform, they can just take down the listing and it's gone. Now on Shopify, it's a little bit different. You have more freedom. You control your own, like, you know what I mean? Unless you're like breaking some type of rule or you're infringing on something, anything like that. This is more of a, create your own listing, your product listing, drive your own traffic. You can use social media or just word of mouth, whatever way that you're good at marketing your products. This is a good way to do that, to, make sales on and control all that stuff. So I know people that just enjoy doing Shopify, and I know people that just hate doing Etsy, okay? Or they love Etsy and they hate Shopify because it's too hard for them to do. They don't want to drive their own traffic. They don't understand that. So out of the two platforms, which one's easier? It's at the end of the day, it's up to you as an individual and what you're good at. Some people don't want to deal with customer service, so they don't want to do either of these platforms. They rather just go on Amazon and have Amazon take care of all of it, because on Etsy, you still have to take care of customer service, and that's just, it all depends, right? So it's all up to you. Now, I touched on this a little bit earlier. Okay, over here on Gelato, they integrate, they shows you, all the integrations and stuff like that. They'll show you a video over here on how to do all that, and then, have the exact steps to get all that connected. Same thing over here. On the Etsy part of things, they'll show you how to connect to everything and do all that stuff. So it's a really, really awesome opportunity. Just, they'll show you and go into more detail about connecting the print provider. And Shopify, they have their own app too as well, which is really user-friendly to connect to the Shopify store. All right, so now researching top-selling products. Okay, now with each year, there's new products, right? There's new ideas. There's new designs. There's fun. You know what I mean? There's always a different trend as far as like the design and as far as the product. So you have to make sure that you are on top of this when it comes to any of this. I literally just came over here to Etsy.com, just typed in t-shirt, something very broad, right? And I can see right here, Goosebumps. This is a cool t-shirt, but there's obviously a demand for this. 8 people bought this in the last 24 hours. Okay. That means like there is a very, very big demand for this. So this is an embroidered design, t-shirt design, okay? So with certain like print-on-demand providers, can they provide this? Now with Gelato, you can do embroidered type designs, okay? Now, you can go out and buy your own machine, right? You can go do it yourself if you wanted to. But we're not doing that. And, we're not talking about that in this video. This is more of like, okay, you get the idea, you get the concept. Now, is there a way that I cannot possibly create embroidered designs inside of, on Etsy or on my own website? Okay. Yes, you can, because Gelato offers that. So if you go over to like a print provider like Gelato, they offer embroidered t-shirt designs. So for example, I'm over here in Gelato. I'm gonna show you an example. Look, this is black, extra large, and I clicked embroidery, right? Instead of direct to garment, DTG, which is the normal print on a t-shirt, I'm clicked on embroidery, right? Now I hit start designing. When the new things come out like this and certain things come out, You want to try to stay on top of it as best as possible. And now these print providers are staying on top of this as best as possible is because obviously they want your business, right? And it makes sense as a print-on-demand seller myself. It makes sense that, you know, these print-on-demand providers provide that service or that product to us so we can make more money. We make more money, they make more money. It's a win-win situation, right? Okay, let's say, and then you can obviously there's left chest, center chest, large chest, left sleeve, right sleeve. Now we'll just go ahead and we'll just mess around with this to give you an idea real fast. We'll do center chest, right? And then I'll just put that dog mom one, and it's generating a preview for us. If we zoom out a bit, right? Kind of get the idea where the position is. So you can obviously, you can put it on a few different areas. You can put like left sleeve, or you can put left chest, center chest, large chest, like a logo, you know what I mean? Certain logos you can do, you know what I mean? Left sleeve, right sleeve. There's a few things that can be done here. Show you an example. Those are the name of my dogs, Biggie and George. So, and then it's creating the preview for each one, which is really cool. Dog mom, Biggie, George. Really cool. I like that one. A really cool one, okay? But yeah, just give you an idea. That's what it looks like, okay? And if you plan on signing up with Gelato Print on Demand, make sure you use my link down below to give you 50% off your first purchase. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you're getting any value out of it. And if you come over here, right, goosebumps, you can see exactly what that is. Now, that's exactly what it is right there. So obviously, okay, if there's a demand for this, this is actually a good, maybe I want to start creating embroidered t-shirts, right? There you go. There's one idea. Next is Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is coming up. So first thing I'm thinking about when it comes to Mother's Day is personalization, okay? Now, with Gelato Print on Demand, they offer personalization. And the reason why I'm just talking about, you know, obviously Gelato Print on Demand, we're just keeping it very simple, right? There's obviously a few other print providers out there, but Gelato Print on Demand is like you're seeing what products they have and then coming over to Etsy and seeing like what's the demand and if they can meet that criteria as that demand. Okay. Now, if I come down here, let's go back here. So I typed in Mother's Day t-shirt. It's showing me this information. Now, if I come over here to Mother's Day, right? Look at it's starting to trend up. So it's going up. And then obviously there's Mother's Day, there's Father's Day. There's stuff that I'm thinking about in my head as I'm doing this type of research. And look how much it's trending up. Like it's going. So we know that November of last year, 2023, but then look at it's trending up. Now, if I come down here a little bit, this is Google Trends. Look at Mother's Day 2023 t-shirt, right? That's obviously probably meant to put in 2024, I'm assuming, or maybe just looking at ideas from 2023 that will be good for this year. But look at this one right here. First Mother's Day gift. Like certain keywords like this, when I look at this type of stuff, okay, this is a breakout related query, right? And it just like seeing this stuff, it's like, this is a good idea. I would literally jot this down and start doing some research and diving into it and seeing like what's going on right now. As we do that, like it's showing you all this information again over here. Popular now, popular now, popular now. And we're going down. There's a ton of stuff in here that you can do. So we come over here. This is what I was talking about. First Mother's Day shirt. Okay. Now they're offering, this is easy to do. They're offering 2 products on a listing, right? And which is really cool. And it goes into detail about all the information here. But something like this is a DTG print, right? Direct to garment print. This right here can be done pretty much by any print on demand provider. Like I said, Gelato can even do this right here, right? So this is a very easy print that can be done on a t-shirt, right? Really awesome. Cool. Really cool. This is very passionate too, by the way. Understand, like first Mother's Day. So it's like go big or go home type of ordeal. Okay. And there's 11 add to carts. Okay. That's really big. And then if you come down, the one thing too, is looking at, see, this is a gold mine. Looking at the reviews should kind of give you an idea of what's going on. And then if the customers are leaving photo reviews, you can see, right? This is very, very, very popular. And this is, look at their like, you know what I mean? Like there's so much emotion going on right here as far as this, like this triggers an emotion to where the customer wants to buy something like this for the first time. The husband or the boyfriend wants to buy a t-shirt, you know what I mean, and make it special for them. So that's an emotion, right? That's an emotional first time, love, all kinds of stuff going on right here. So this is a really good idea as far as something like this. So if you can think of something like this, this is a good idea, okay? Even if it's, on Etsy or your own website. Now, over here, I've been seeing a lot of this is the Etsy pick. Now, in demand, 33 people bought this in the last 24 hours. Like this is trending, okay? This is a trending style right here. Okay, this is very big right here. Like a lot of this stuff right here. This is huge. So this right here on the neck part right here, and then on the sleeve, this is pretty big. So a lot of this stuff right here, as far as the design itself and all that. The sleeve right here is very popular. Now this right here, I really haven't seen the mama part. This is my first time seeing this, right? And it's very interesting to kind of see like a print like that. But I know that Gelato can obviously do the sleeves right here. And as far as like that neckline right there, that print or the embroidery, I don't think they can do this yet. But this right here, they can definitely do. Now, I'm over here inside of Gelato. Now I'm using like the dog mom, and then went in and did the embroidery. I did a sweatshirt. And I came over here, just wanted to see an example of what it can do, and then came over here to left wrist, and I just added my own text into here, okay? So this is all editable. I can add my own text into here, or you can add an image in there. Now, let's go ahead and let's see a preview of it. So the left wrist, like the wrist and stuff, the left and right wrist, it can definitely do that. And then it can do left chest, center chest, and large chest, right? And you can see, right, you're looking at it, this is the embroidery that it's doing on here, which is really cool, right? But obviously I would put it on so if I just come over here, let me just take out George, right? Because I'm gonna put that there. Let me make this one a little bit bigger, right? And that picture thing right there is in the way, just like if I wanted to upload an image or upload a picture, right? I can do that. Let me show you that text real fast. So like if I put if I added the text in there, I can just put like so biggie, right? I can do it this way. Or if I have a text image already, I can do it that way too as well. Let me put all capitalized. Boom, the text color, I could change the text color too. And this is, like I said, this is on a sweatshirt too, by the way. So if I just want to put like Biggie like that, I can do that, right? And then if I wanted to go over to like the right wrist, I can do that too. So let me show you a few different ways just by adding the font into there so you get an idea. All right, we're doing white font, right? George Jorge Zaz. Okay, right, boom. Okay, it's generated the image, and I can also change the font too. I can change the font right here, which is really cool. Yeah, I can do any of that stuff. And then if I take a look at the preview of it, kind of give you a bigger view of it, give it an insight of it. Dog mom, Biggie, George. Okay, this is really cool. So I might just place this order for myself, for my girlfriend, right? This would be a really cool gift idea for her. So you can kind of see like, it's like, okay, cool. This is getting more personalized. So you can do a lot of this stuff back here, right? And this, in return, it creates less competition for yourself. Okay. You want to keep that in mind. That's the goal. Okay. If you can create less competition for yourself, you're trying to figure out how you can get an advantage on creating less competition for yourself. So you can, obviously creating less competition for yourself means more money, right? That's the goal. This right here, that neckline print, the embroidery right there, that's interesting because that's obviously I can offer that, but that right there, the names and the graph, you can obviously do all that in the back end of Gelato. Now over here too as well, this mommy belongs to. This is interesting because it's the personalization part of things. This is very easy to do. Okay, obviously on the back end of Gelato, you can connect this and you can obviously, or just on the back end of Etsy, of adding personalization. So this mommy belongs to. So the more personalized you are, the less competition you're creating for yourself. And if you look at this right here, in demand, 46 people bought this in the last 24 hours. That's like big. Now if we come over here, we can look at the reviews, right? There's obviously some reviews on this. Is there any? Yes, there is. See, you can see right here. Someone actually took a picture of it, right? Someone purchased it, took a picture, came back, left a review. Really cool. So, and there's obviously other ideas too. And you can literally just go down this whole rabbit hole right here and just come up with so many different ideas when it comes to research. Especially Etsy is a really good place to do research, and then Amazon's really good too as well. And just doing a Google search, so many different ways that you can do this. Okay, so just taking that same concept of me doing search over here, Mother's Day shirt, and just coming over just Mother's Day sweatshirt, Mother's Day shirt, or even just going down even more over here as far as looking at different ideas and coming up with certain things. Now, with like personalization stuff right here, like, you can obviously, Gelato has created something in the back end where you can actually do something very personalized as far as like someone comes onto your website, they type something in, they can type their own thing in, and it makes it very simple for them to do that. And I showed a video up here with Shopify on how you can link your Shopify to your Gelato, or link Shopify and Gelato together, and then how you can create a listing on something that's very personalized, and the customer can actually type in whatever they want on their end to make it more easier for you to get the order as it comes in. They type it in, they put their own font and do all that stuff, which is cool. Now, when it comes to marketing your business, okay, we're going to be talking about social media marketing. Okay. I've been doing social media since I was able to download an app, right? We are all doing social media marketing in our own way, one way or another. Okay. If you're using it for personal use, believe it or not, you're still marketing in a way. If you try to create something at one point and you didn't have no success and you're like, well, how come I'm not having success? Is one is that you probably weren't doing it enough. And two, you have to take a little bit more of an understanding of why you're doing it. Okay. What do people want to watch? What do people want to see? Keep that in mind. Okay, so if you're in the plant niche, right, people want to learn about like plants, right? So if you help them learn something, give them some insight or give them some knowledge and teach them fast as possible, that's what it is with TikTok too as well, by the way. You're teaching someone how to do something as fast as possible within a certain time frame. Now, they're kind of reframing from that. Now, everything's changing too. One thing too, doing this stuff, social media marketing changes all the time. So TikTok was now going into that, instead of that portrait mode, they're going into the landscape mode now, right? They're trying to compete with YouTube. That's what they're doing. And I have to upload a video over there on TikTok later on just to, test that out too, by the way. So it's all about testing, right? You're doing certain things, creating certain pieces of content for certain platforms. And what I recommend is go on the platform that you enjoy. If you enjoy Pinterest, create plant content for Pinterest, okay? And it's literally just thinking of ideas. Think of an idea, put it out there. Think of 20 ideas and put it out there. And then once you put it out there, kind of see like what is working for you. Okay. If you see something working, try to do 5 more of that piece of content and see what happens. And if it continues to work, keep doing it over and over and over and over. Okay. That's one thing that I recommend. Now, obviously, don't do it like where you're like, well, if it's up to you, okay, you can never get enough content. At the end of the day, it's like, as long as you're providing value, there's never enough of it. Keep doing it. There's so much that can be done here. Me personally, I enjoy making videos. Right now I'm enjoying a lot of sports betting, right? And it's fun to me. And it's something that I enjoy doing right now. And reviewing products, doing stuff like that, creating videos. I always enjoy that type of stuff. So it's all up to you as an individual and what you want to do. Okay. If you don't feel like you're going to like it, don't do it, because if you don't like it, you're going to be doing it for the next few years. Okay. So if there's a print-on-demand platform or if there's a social media platform that you want to do it, stick to it, focus on that. Now, one thing is like once you start to grow, obviously you got to think about, okay, I can obviously capture more of an audience if I start posting on this platform or this platform, but you have to want to do it though, okay? If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just focus on your Instagram, just focus on your TikTok, just focus on your YouTube, just focus on your Pinterest, Facebook, whatever it is that you like to do, just focus on that one thing, okay? So it's up to you as an individual, what your personal preference is and how you want to grow it and what you can do. When it comes to scaling out your business, what I recommend is hiring, right? You obviously want to hire, outsource. Okay, you can go on Upwork.com. There's a few other websites that I've actually tested out, but Upwork.com has been around for a while. Fiverr, you can go to Fiverr too as well. Fiverr's not that bad. Okay, there's a certain part of your business, right? And you need help with it because you want to grow more, or you want to focus on something else because you want to grow this part of the business, right? Hiring someone to replace you is a good idea because it's going to free up more time for you. Not only that, it's going to help you make more money. Okay. So you think about it that way, as long as your business can afford it. Me personally, right off the back, I started outsourcing right off the back. Okay. That was my main thing. It's like, how can I have someone help me with a certain part of my business so I can focus on X amount or do X, right? Do this more, do that more, or I want to, do this certain part of the business. It all depends on you. Like, what do you want to do? Okay. Think about it that way. But you can find people, as far as I have someone that's been working for me for over 7 years, and we've been working for a while. And the next person's been working for me for 5 years. Okay. Over the time span, right? Things have changed where as far as, AI has came out and I want them to learn how to do this. I want them to learn how to do that because, things are moving fast, right? And I want them to understand that like this does not work no more. We need to work on this and do that. So you still have to do certain things like that, but it's really cool to actually talk to somebody that understands you, right? And instead of talking to someone, I know that a lot of people that when they start off, they're talking to someone that's really close to them and they get tired of like listening to it. So, when you have somebody that's working with you, it's like you're talking to them because they understand you. So think about it that way too as well. It's a win-win situation at the end of the day when it comes to growing your business, hiring within and just growing it and making more money. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun, right? And sometimes things can be challenging And if they are, take a step back, breathe a little bit, and figure out why it's not working. Because once you figure it out why it's not working, things change in your life, okay? If there's something that's wrong, or something there's an issue in the business, or something that you're trying to figure out because it can help you grow even more, once you learn that, it's game time, right? You start to evolve and learn and win, right? And some of the common challenges that I personally have faced, okay, when it comes to print on demand is obviously shipping times, right? And then customers, right? You can't please them all, okay? If you know that the customer is going to be an issue, fix the issue as fast as possible. They want to return a product or they don't want it no more, just refund it, move on. Next person, next person, next person. Focus on making that next customer happy. Will make all the difference in you making more money, okay? You can't please them all, okay? Someone's gonna be, I have people that reach out to me where they'll say some really rude comments, and I'm just like, cool. Like, as a human being, as an individual, like, our brains are supposed to be like, okay, what's going on? We have to deal with it. What's this? And you kind of sometimes overthink things. Don't do that. Don't overthink it. Fix it. Move on. Gone. Okay. If you can't fix it, give them their money back, and they're like, sorry, I did the best I can, and I'm done. I can't do nothing else to help you. Okay. It's literally that simple. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Focus your energy on the customer that you want. Okay. If you want a awesome reoccurring customer, focus that energy on that and move on to the next thing. Okay. You're trying to grow something here. You want to win. The goal is to win and grow something that, obviously that's going to pay for something that maybe you want to do this full time. Okay. Or maybe you want to do it part time, or maybe you just want to pay your car insurance, or you want to pay your car note, whatever it is. Okay. It's one thing at a time, obviously. And then at the end of the day, it's just focusing on going forward and making that needle move. And shipping times too. If certain deadlines are hit, certain print-on-demand providers like Gelato, if Gelato sends out a deadline for a holiday, make sure you're on top of that and you understand that, because you don't want customers reaching out to you like, where's my product? Or how come it's not here on time? And then like these print providers like Gelato, for example, they set it out like, hey, we can't make this certain deadline. That's it. Because they're a business too at the end of the day, and they have to make certain goals, and you do too. So you're following their rules. They're doing all the heavy lifting for you, and you're just focusing on obviously the marketing and stuff like that and the customer service. So that's your job. And if you want to see the print quality of this Gelato print on demand t-shirt, watch this video right here next. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll answer them, and give this video a thumbs up. And thank you very much for watching.